see you out with him. Well, you lost my love. You seemed lost my love. It's so strange. That boy, he seems so dim, and you shine like the sun. What were you thinking of? Ooh, mend your broken heart. And when you fall apart, who's there to pick the pieces up? Oh, when I close my eyes, I just see you. Oh, we'd be so much better together, stuck like glue. I'm thinking this could be something beautiful. I'm thinking this could be something beautiful. Do you remember all those lazy summer days, drinking cheap red wine with no sense of time? Lost at the picnic, running, laughing, hand in hand, and body and soul we meet, flying higher than the trees. Ooh, I love that you're so free, and you keep coming back to me. But someday you'll find I won't be waiting. When I close my eyes, I just see you. Oh, we'd be so much better together, stuck like glue. I'm thinking this could be something beautiful. I'm thinking this could be something beautiful.
It's a little after midnight, there's a couple in the corner, and I wonder what he said because she's crying. And I guess they won't remember when they wake up in the morning with a headache from the whiskey and the wine. I know that I've said things I regret when I'm sober, cause we always hurt the ones we love the most. I messed up and I know it. If I hurt you, girl, I'm sorry, but it's good to see the girl I used to know. We could dance, but I can't dance. Maybe we could stick to holding hands. Or should we raise a glass and forget the past? If we keep on drinking, we gon' fall back in love. So fill it up, fill it up. We must not be thinking, cause we can't get enough. So fill it up, fill it up. Bartender, can you pour some love? Future, we don't want to reminisce because we both know it was me who got it wrong. But fuck, it's good to see you. You look awesome and I miss you, baby. Listen on to playing our song. We could dance, but I can't dance. Maybe we could stick to holding hands. And let's raise a glass and forget the past. If we keep on drinking, we gon' fall back in love. So fill it up.
my dog.
Fill it up. Bartender, can you pour some love? Bartender, can you pour some love? And it's closing time. Back to yours or mine. After all this time, you still blow my mind. And it's closing time. Back to yours or mine. After all this time. After all this time. If we keep on drinking, we gon' fall back in love. So fill it up. Fill it up. We must not be thinking 'cause we can't get enough. So fill it up. Fill it up. Bartender, can you pour some love? Bartender, can you pour some
So I have to get ready in a little bit, but I already did my dressage, and it went pretty good. I didn't give myself as much warm-up time as I probably needed, but I was running a little late. But it wasn't like he wasn't obedient. He was just being a little fussy, but I'm not really sure if more warm-up would have helped him much anyway, just because like the footing was off. But he was a good boy overall. Just doing a little this. And then I walked my stadium course. My magic trick is that I walk it when it's the higher levels, so when I get in there, I'm like, oh, look how little all the jumps are. And I was just talking to my coach. I don't even know why I get worried about stadium. Like, it's not a big deal if he stops. Like, nothing bad's going to happen. If he stops, he stops. And then we just work on it, we fix it. So that's all it is. And I think it's just because I'm always like, everybody's watching me. Everyone is kind of watching you and like thinking their own things about you, but I guess that's kind of how things are every day, whether you're jumping a stadium course or not. So, but the course is very turny, especially in the beginning. So I'm really gonna need to sit, but that's good because I need to sit to keep him collected anyway. So the motto of the day will be sit, breathe, turn, and it's all adding. Hello, so we're headed home. A little recap about stadium. I got ready really early so I could go around and walk out there before it got really busy in between the division shift, because I was the second rider to go for beginner novice. So I went out there while novice was still working, and I just walked him around for a long time, and just relaxed and tried to breathe. And then when novice was all done, I trotted him around for a little bit and carried him around for a little bit. It was really soupy in the warm-up and really kind of deep, but he was being good. And then I trotted the cross rail a few times, and then someone came and put down the vertical, so I canted the vertical, and he was like a little like fishtaily in and out from the jumps. And then by that time Karen came over and we worked him a little bit over the cross rail first, then we took him to the vertical, and then we went to the oxer. And the first time we went to the oxer, the horse in front of me knocked it down, and they were trying to put it up in time, so I just kept coming. And then they didn't get it up in time, so I had to like swerve him away from it. So that probably wasn't a good start to our day. And then we came back around to jump it, and he stopped and slid into it. So big pothole that I have to straddle right here. Sharon, I keep calling her Sharon. Karen put down the front rail, and then we jumped that fine, and then she put it up and we jumped it again, and then she said that was good. And then I got in there to the ring and I trotted him around for a little bit because they had to fix some rails. And I just tried to breathe. And then she told me to give him a pop before the first turn coming into the first jump. And the first jump, thankfully, was really far away from everybody else. So I was like, nobody look at me while I go jump this oxer. And I go up to it and I'm kind of like wanting to trust him and not chase him because like it wasn't scary looking, you know, it was just rails, no real filler or anything. And he comes out to it and he just like sits down in front of it. So I whip him around and I pop him and he jumps it fine. And then we landed kind of erratic and we had to make a big turn to our second fence, which was just a plain little vertical. And I was like, all right, we're fine. This is little, we're gonna get it. So I trusted him again and we went up to it and he stopped. And I was like, you naughty, naughty Connemara pony. So he got a spank and then he got a pop at every fence, I think, pretty much. And we made it all the way around. So I came, I paid my money, I jumped all the jumps I paid for. And he was fine the whole rest of the course. He was really fine. It was a good course for him. He just needed a really positive ride, and I don't know. I don't know if it's just like we're both in a little like PTSD about what happens the first two jumps, but the rest of it was all fine, and I was happy with it after that. So on to cross country schooling tomorrow, and we'll see how we'll do.
Trophy on your shelf, you better find somebody else. If you want a girl that don't speak a mind, all smiles, all yes, all of the time. I ain't made for these four walls, so let them fall. I don't want no fences around me, nobody boxing me in. Can't saddle me up, cause I'm the kind of girl that needs the wind. Riding with a fire in my eyes, flying straight through the open wide, 'cause baby I'm a wild horse, wild horse. Don't try to tame me, baby, I'm a wild horse, wild horse. Ain't gonna break me. If you wanna love me, understand, you gotta be down with the way I am. All my flaws and all my quirks, all my glitter, all my dirt. I got a thing about feeling free. This restless heart, it just won't breathe. And these four walls, they're too small, so let them fall. I don't want no fences around me, nobody boxing me in. Can't saddle me up, 'cause I'm the kind of girl that needs the wind. Riding with a fire in my eyes, flying straight through the open wide, 'cause baby I'm a wild horse, wild horse. Don't try to tame me, baby, I'm a wild horse, wild horse. Ain't gonna break me. Baby, I'm a wild horse. You can't tame a wild horse. You can't change a wild horse. Nothing like a wild horse. I don't want no fences around me, nobody boxing me in. Can't saddle me up, 'cause I'm the kind of girl that needs the wind. Riding with a fire in my eyes, flying straight through the open wide, 'cause baby I'm a wild horse, wild horse. Don't try to tame me, baby, I'm a wild horse, wild horse. Ain't gonna break me. Ain't gonna change me, no. If you want candy on your arm, if you want a pretty lucky charm, if you want a trophy on your shelf, you better find somebody else.